Good afternoon, folks. This is Deb. So we've got two videos coming today, okay? One may be a little bit later tonight, but we're going to start out with the big, ugly bill. And I know you're tired of talking about it, but we can't stop talking about it because there's stuff you need to understand. So you need to listen to my words, okay? The House of Representatives passed the bill today. And in the ultimate affront to the spirit of July 4th, Donald Trump is planning on signing this bill tomorrow. Okay? So let's talk about this. Two Republicans only in the House stood up against this bill. That was Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania and Thomas Massie. I believe that's Kentucky. Okay? Now, every other Republican voted for this bill and cheered on the floor because that's what Donald Trump wants them to do. And every single Democrat voted against this bill. Okay? So let's talk about where it stands. Yes, it becomes law now. I want to make one thing abundantly clear from the beginning. There is no provision in this bill that allows Donald Trump to cancel elections or to delay elections. That is a social media rumor. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's what the people, the extreme MAGA people, want you to believe so that you will be discouraged from voting in the midterms. A lot of the provisions of this bill do not start until January of 2027. That is why voting in the 2026 midterms is now where we need to push and focus. And I will tell you why. If we win the House and the Senate, and I mean by decent numbers, none of these eking out, one seat wins in the Senate. There are 33 Senate seats up right now. Okay? None of the Republicans in either chamber of the House deserves to win another election. Now, we know the maggots are not going to pay attention to this, and I don't give a shit about them. What I care about are rational Republicans who understand things like this. 40% of the state of Louisiana, Mike Johnson's state, the Speaker of the House, are on Medicaid. Okay? They are taking food out of the mouths of children, pregnant women, and veterans. They are taking health care away from the same group of people. And there are plenty of people on the right-hand side of the aisle that are on the same goddamn programs that the people on the left are on. The only poor people in America are not leftists, because I see them in my store every single day. They don't look like they can afford to turn a shower on, half of them. We need to win back the House and the Senate, because then we make Donald Trump effectively a 2-year president. And Mike Johnson knows this because he has said that. And what does that mean? That means Donald Trump will have to negotiate with a democratically owned House of Representatives, which controls the budget, and a democratically controlled Senate. And therefore, we can play hardball on the provisions of this current bill. The American people need to get a clue. 90 million people cannot stay home again like they did in November. We warned everybody leading up to the November election that this was coming, okay? It is now here. If we do this again, if we pull this no voting routine again, our slide into fascism will become complete. Understand what I'm saying to you. This did not have to happen. None of this. Let's not make it worse by repeating the process. Don't cry about your rights if you're not going to vote, because you got no leg to stand on. I'm not listening to you. Nobody won in a landslide. Donald Trump did not win in a landslide. Donald Trump was not given a mandate to do what he is doing right now. The only mandate, the only landslide was in the did not vote category. More people did not vote than voted for either candidate. 77 million to 75 million, 90 million abstained. Not okay. Not okay. And as far as voting is concerned, if you're a Republican and you're concerned about voting for a Democrat, take a look around you. If you think this is exactly what the founding fathers expected of us, there's something wrong with you. This is not what they expected of us. The man is ignoring the Constitution and the rule of law. That's not what the founding fathers were all about. They weren't perfect men, but they weren't this. So understand what I'm saying right now. Now you start pushing. We start pushing in every state. There are elections in every single state coming up in 2026. There are some governorships coming up right now in this year. We are not done yet. In the YouTube version of this video, I will put in the 2025 elections that are upcoming. Winning governorships all across this country for the Democrats is essential. They have held the line in many cases, and the Democratic governors will hold the line against this bill, even if it passes. So hear what I'm saying, and please share this video. Above all things, I will talk to you later on.